Well, look who was the first one up here. It's 111J, in case you didn't know. Custy is right there. DJ right there. 022H. Her mother was the heavier one that opened that we kept. You kind of see why. She puts out good calves. 241, farthest one back. Dancer's Kid. I just think at some point they're going to get their permanent numbers instead of their mommy's numbers, and I'm not going to know who anybody is, except for maybe you and you. Dancers don't really throw anything, but you know, I mean, you can't miss that head. We got the one back there with the goggles, two with the goggles. And I got broke or busted up leg, whatever, coming up outside with the dot on her head. You know, they've all got markings that are going to pop out. Anyway. So, no midnight nurse. That was nice. Honest, I don't even know what time I went to bed, but time change screws me up no matter what. If you notice, it looks kind of light out there. Yeah, I got up when my alarm went off, and usually I'm done feeding, back in the house and having breakfast by the time my alarm goes off. But also keep in mind, my alarm's on my cell phone, so it automatically changed. Then my phone had to do an update this morning. Like, really? So, I hate that shit. At least this update, though, when I pushed the button, it didn't decide it was going to do it at some later date and hold my phone hostage for 10 minutes before it decided that. It just did it. By the time I had my coffee in my cup, update was done. So, I have no idea what all it screwed up in my phone yet. Hopefully nothing. Anyway, that's my Sunday morning gripe fest. There you go. There's the butt heads. They have been pretty good today. They were locked up quite a while this morning. Becky's in doing her homework, and she's feeling good enough to sit at her desk for a little bit. Ty's in there still trying to go through shit and arrange shit. And she had to get that moved out of her way since it's not going to be in there. And I thought I was going to have to take maybe that centerpiece out here, but I don't. I do got to take that top strip off, which means I'll probably take those. These are, yeah, it matches the one. It did match the one that's down there by the gate at the lockups that we've tried to preserve because of my buddy's artwork on it. Now these will come up to about here. So I'll just take that off. Leave an edge, I think. And this should be the same one in here. I mean, I might still have to take this one off. I don't know yet. Ghost, no. You leave the ladies alone. They're still learning. Balin's probably the nicest out of the bunch. Anyway, start pulling some screws and see what happens. Why is it everything I'm going to do takes longer? Silicone those tin pieces up on top. First one pulled the paint off. Well, still some silicone. The other two didn't. But hey, we go back here far enough. Look. Bulls went out April 24th and 21. That was, a week late. And that's been long enough that Bam Bam was out with the yearlings and the 2-year-olds. And Dino was out with the main herd. Hey, you go back to 20. And if that says Bam Bam or not. The other one does say Dino. 4-6 and on 420. We shoot for the middle of the month. Earlier's not too bad. I think I'm going to pull that strip off, and then I should be able to slip those two out. That's my plan. There it is. Ty was just in here. She said she likes that better than what we had. And this is the one that Becky had in the house a year ago that we were keeping track of everything as stuff was going on. Still had stuff on it. I just wiped it off with that eraser, and it works really good. We've got a couple of them. I just didn't look down and get that. But you see an issue here? They are not square. That piece they're sitting on is perfectly level. They are not square. Kind of pisses me off. And I reset this edge so it lined up right, which, you know, maybe this is the one that's not square and that one is. I don't know. I know that one got dropped, so there's a little dingy there. At least it's not where we're going to write much. It was where it was written on, though. And that strip was the one that was between the other two. So now it's on there. And now it's pretty much time for lunch, but I got to go help Ty in the shop. Maury's working on something, and he needs a number 80 heavy master link. And apparently he's out of them. And I got a pile of screws to take back to the shop. Well, found Maury a 60 heavy master link. And Ty told me I had to come out here. I was just video chatting with Maury to show him what I found. She said there's two bucks and 2 does. I just see 3 animals. The other one's probably where I can't see from here, of course, but she wanted me to get that on video for you. And yeah, fog has backed off some for what that's worth, but time to grab a bite to eat. I still got 2, yeah, zooming around. That's those 2 whiteboards that were in the barn. That didn't work out so well, and you can't even erase what's on there. So they're going to go in that. Get rid of them. Got the one I stuck in the shop on the wall. I should take that one down too, because you can't get anything off it either. Oh, now I get up here. There we go. There's 4 animals. Yeah, they may as well eat all the grass they want down there, because when the cows are done with the 3-corner piece, I think we're going to shut the gate. November's really the magic number. If they don't come up and eat enough hay, they start losing weight like crazy, and it's nothing for them all to lose 200 pounds. Then you're spending half the winter trying to get that back on them. Then they calve. Then they don't get anything back. Vicious cycle. I'm going to yell at her for picking stuff up, you know. But, hey, here's what we're showing you. Look at that. Gal just came and got all the stuff and left. And it sounds like the only thing Becky's got left to do is take oral antibiotics that she has, and she can check up on the after visit summary on the computer. And she's got to take it easy for the next couple of weeks and finish healing, which Tyler and I each need a baseball bat for that. Thump her in the head so she passes out, so she will rest. Right, dear? Right? You know there's people that watch these videos that will come over here and bonk you in the head and make you take a nap if they have to.
I know.
Which is much appreciated too. Smile, you're on camera. Not really. This was one of the original 2 that we put up when Becky and I moved out to the farm. And I already know you guys know where they are. It's not hard to tell if I'm outside and it's not quite daylight because you see the glow from where the cameras are. This one was just below the shop. Showed part of the driveway coming in, showed the house. Not anymore. It quit 2 days ago. And I'd been wondering. Oh, let's see. We moved out here April of 16. So that's how long that camera's been up. Out in the weather. It's been good. I'm not gonna knock these Hobo Freight cameras, other than the fact I don't think you can get them anymore. This is the older style with little round LEDs. I just replaced it with a new one. Why? Because we never got the new ones put up, and then we had a monitor die, so we had to steal the monitor. And then the one in the cow barn we couldn't keep connected, so I ended up switching it out with one of the new ones that came in this particular box. That's the one out of the cow barn. Been tested, it works fine. It just wouldn't work from there anymore, which our new cameras don't work from there anymore either. But this one, it's done. I mean, damn near 10 years on it. 9.5 years anyway. So, you can go right there. And I'm sure that's the monitor that's toast. When that died, we were still in the trailer. And we could find them on eBay. I think we found some on Amazon too. But man, they weren't like the prices that Hobo Freight had. Just the monitor was damn near what the whole thing was with 2 cameras from Hobo Freight. I said, they've been good. The nice thing about them is, I didn't show you them, but this is the antenna off that one I just threw away. Screw-in antenna, where the new ones we got up, they're mounted antennas, and so you can't run a cable and get the antenna out where it can reach. Drawback. But the new ones are working good. The one in the cow barn started working again after they built the 3rd new house on our east line. Now, you live in the hills and you know how your TV reception works. When there's a clear cut or a thinning, you'll lose channels or you gain channels, because the radio waves and TV waves, all that stuff bounce off of things. And all I can figure is when we first set everything up with these cameras, there was 2 mobile homes back there and some trees where 2 of the 3 houses are now, plus they added the other house. And the camera in the feed barn kind of pretty much gave up working when they cleared the mobile homes out and took the trees out. And I wondered at the time, and I think having those other houses planted back there now just proves it. The signal was going that way and bouncing back and coming in. So either way, it works strangely, no matter how you figure it. So I'll put that one back on the shelf because I know that one camera is good, and we still have 3 of them up anyway. I think there's 4 up. Feed barn one is still up, except the Cobra camera that is in the feed barn is hooked into the lights. Those new cameras we put up last year have their own power supply, so they're always on. And if it happens to start working again, I'm all for that. The one, sit here and look through the wall. Can you see? The one down here underneath the deck in the barn showing the maternity pen, it is still hooked up, and it's been coming back off and on lately. And the antenna for that is on the corner of the barn, right by the front of the squeeze chute. It's got the big Donecker antenna. I thought I'd change this one out here, but apparently I hadn't, because I hadn't any trouble with it. So anyway, feeding's done. Ty went home to take care of her calf, and the master link she was looking for earlier. I'll show you the first one she found. Right there. That's an 80. But it's an 80 standard. And Maury needed an 80 heavy, which the difference in them is the side pieces are heavier, at least half again thicker. Bottom of the box we did find a used, I think is an 80 heavy or just a different brand. It's a little heavier, so she took that one home with her. It's for the, she forgot to put this one back in the box, of course. He's got a 1840C case skid steer. You know, he bought a basket case. He got a smoking deal on that and on what the hell brand it is, but a little mini excavator. I mean, excavator needed all new O-rings and the valving and a couple lines. Skid steer, I swear it had to got dropped off a truck or something. The chain case on one side was broken around where the axles come out, literally broken and bent, and they fixed that and used it for a little bit, and then he had a lot of oil in one chain case. And well, Maury, there's only two ways that oil gets there. It happened to be on the same side that the hydraulic reservoir is on. There's only two ways it gets there. Either the chain case itself has got a crack in it and it's seeping through, or you got an issue with your drive motor and it's going through that way. It was the drive motor. He just got that done, and I don't know if he lost the master or it was just in bad shape or what, but he needed a master link, so by now, he might even have it together by now. Tie's been gone long enough. But if that one's heavy enough, fine. Otherwise, he'll have something tomorrow. But if he wanted to get it done today, because he probably don't have time tomorrow. Flipped you around, scared you. So that's what that's going on. Becky moved a few things in the house she probably shouldn't have. She's tired is the biggest thing. But she spent 4 or 5 hours in the office today doing some homework she had to do and getting some stuff straightened out. And we kind of have a dining room again instead of having a big pile of junk against her Montana wall. And I FaceTimed her on here because I took that camera in and I paired it to the monitor and came back out and switched it, and I wanted to see where it was shining for sure. And it's close enough. It's not exactly where the other one was, but it's close enough. So I can see things without having to go outside and look. So anyway, that's our Sunday. Hope you all had a great Sunday. Hope everybody has a great Monday, and it's supposed to rain tomorrow, so we'll see what tomorrow brings. Thanks for watching, everybody.
Well, she officially has a big girl tag in. Just gave her the once over, just got her baby shots. She just smidge early. I did bring it home. I shot a Dex. She got it. So her number is 76. Her mom did have a tag. Clearly Charlie lost it. And she is pacing around, so she is not a very happy camper.